So today I built out my core values, which is basically just a list of things that you sort of like a set of rules for yourself of things that are your core values, things that you value. And after doing that, after I made it on like my computers, all that stuff, it's there. So that's the first thing I see anytime I go to my computer or open my phone or anything. And I've just like I'm just going to read through it every time I see it. And it's like even just writing it out today, like one of the things is take initiative, which means if there's like a Kleenex on the floor, pick it up and throw it away. And just that alone, like I've already, like, my room is clean for the first time in ages. And just things like that. And that's a really small example, but um it's just that gives me sort of like a rule for myself, which I have to follow in order to be who I want to be. And I don't know, it just completely transformed everything. It feels much like much more ingrained into my brain this time. It's not like, oh yeah, just do this and that. It's like actually there, written out, like a set of rules. Like it's actually written there. You see it continuously. You don't forget. And like it's already been a massive game changer, even though I just made it today. um, like I feel like I'm starting. So physically, I'm in good shape. I'm pretty buff, not nearly as much as I want to be. Mentally, I'm working on it. My work ethic still needs improvement, but I think this is where I start to close that gap with this set of rules. Now I have to just follow that, follow the daily quotas, do all the daily work, and then eventually it'll just happen, you know? And I think it's just like another muscle you have to train. It's kind of difficult. Like I always just want to kind of do nothing or just sit around kind of doing stupid shit, but you just got to push through it, and today I did. I'm completely losing interest in binge watching YouTube. Just like I watched like one video today, just out of boredom. I finished all my work and I was just like, all right, hell with it. So I ended up watching one just random ass video that was like for entertainment, but like that was after I finished my work. That's another one of my rules. Well, it's not a core initiative or a core value, but it's like one of my things of like I can't have anything fun before all of the work is done. And hung out with family a lot today. So I got a lot done just because I managed to condense down the time that I work, because I start working more efficiently and more concentrated on what needs to happen. Granted, I didn't finish like a couple of things because I was missing some information that I just got from some people. So that'll have to be projects for tomorrow morning. But I'm just really excited for what's to come, because I finally have like direction, and I'm actually finally making progress in terms of mindset and just discipline and things like that. And it's been so difficult for me as someone who's incredibly lazy, just to find every other excuse he can to lay in bed and watch YouTube all day. Um, and like I was just now, anytime I do that, anytime I lay in bed and start watching something, I was like, man, what the hell are you doing? Like it pains me to do it now, and I love that, and I want to keep reinforcing that. Because if I can completely remove that desire to watch YouTube or play a game or whatever, like, and then just say, if I'm not working, I'm not happy, or something like that. That's the goal. And granted, if I'm spending time with family or something like that, then that's more important. So, but that's like in the context of when there's work to do, work happens. Um, but I think I've made so much progress just in such a short amount of time, and like it's been rough. It took a while, and I feel like I'm actually making progress now. And looking back in a couple of my other videos, I made a lot of excuses of just random crap, and I realized those were excuses now. So I'm really just gonna do the work, and if I don't, I'm just gonna tell you the way it is. No excuses, even though those sort of had a reason, I guess, but not enough to justify it. Like if my leg fell off tomorrow and I said I didn't go running that day, then I think you would understand. But like if I stub my toe, like I'm still gonna go run, you know? Um, but that's like the difference, and that's like the sort of mindset now. That's the goal. So like first, I've already conquered, or like completed, going to the gym on a regular basis. I do that consistently. It's not like a difficult thing for me. And basically, like, so physically I'm good. Like I can easily go on a run. It'll hurt, it'll be painful, but I will do it anyways. Like the physical pain of it is I'm completely fine with. So now it's the mental, and just kind of pushing through, just working and discipline and all this other stuff. That's the next step. And now that I have mastered this physical, like, ability to go out and do stuff, I think that'll help me with the mental side of things next. And like continue closing in that gap. And eventually I'll just completely master everything in terms of mindset. And I don't know, I may be overcomplicating it, but I'm closing in, and I'm gonna keep closing in. So that's the goal. And honestly, I also got a huge amount of information, some good documents, some good information about how to script, that kind of stuff, from one of my contacts. And like tomorrow I'm just gonna study all of that, just to learn everything, make copies of the documents, kind of just research, and then just like figure out ways to implement it for my clients. And I think that would be huge for them, and I think it's the next step for at least one of my clients, where we're doing long form rather than a short form. Well, I guess it's a combination of the two, but it's mostly long form. So we'll see about that. I'll update you guys on how that goes. But things are going great.